Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Chat Havers. Let's make a conversation. With us tonight, esteemed guest. It's. I don't know, man. I actually don't know whether or not how to introduce you.
Yeah,
Does this happen to you?
It does happen to me because I don't like. There's no secret. Like I thought for a bit, like I was like, should I do a thing where like I really commit to the bit of being a Gecko? Like who's Lyle? You know?
Yeah.
But I felt like that would get annoying after a while.
So we've got Lyle on the we've got Lyle on the show tonight, and he's wearing kind of an interesting costume, and we'll get into that later. But first, thank you so much for being here, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming all the way out. Here we go, baby. We already got a call coming in. Well, you're going to have to hold it for 1 second. We're going to do a little preamble.
Yeah.
You know? Do you get just now? This is honestly what I like. Finally, I have someone to talk shop with. You know what I'm saying? Because all the people come in there and they're like, what is this? What? They're like comedians. They're like, okay, I understand what a concept is. I've seen Best Show. I know what it is. Finally, I have I have an equal. You know what I mean? Because before that, it's less than, but you an equal.
I'm honored, man.
Yeah,
I'm honored.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's where it's like there's not a lot of other people who take calls from strangers.
No, there isn't.
The universe. There's less than 1,000 people living on Earth that regularly do that. I believe.
I think that is true, and you and I are two of them. And it feels like I probably at least know of at least quite a few of them. Adam Carolla,
right?
He's doing it,
right?
Dr. Drew.
Maybe. Do you think there's more or less than 1,000?
Worldwide, I bet about 1,000. In the U.S., nah. You know, I bet at one time there was way more than that, or there was at least that, just because I think like in the height of FM radio and AM radio, there were call-in shows all the time, but I feel like there aren't that many.
Does Alex Jones take calls?
I don't know. Chat, does Alex Jones take calls? I feel like yes.
The people are complaining that my face isn't green. I'm gonna be honest. I put the makeup on today. And I was like, I can't do this.
Can't do it a second time.
I can't do it a second time.
I'm not. Listen, man.
Yeah.
I personally, I think it's nice. I can kind of see your face.
Thanks, man.
And I'm like, I can really see into your eyes.
Thanks, man. I feel like we're connecting over both of our faces not being green.
Because, I was saying like equals, but then I look less. If you would have the green face on, through the fucking roof.
Yeah, I would have had a much more intimidating presence.
Now you're just Lyle. You're just some fucking guy.
I'm just some fucking guy,
You're just some fucking dumbass wearing a Gecko suit. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, dude.
Without it's like Clark Kent's glasses, man, you know? If he has the glasses on, it's like, why is that loser wearing a Superman costume, you know?
Yeah.
There's a hole in your pants.
Dude, look, I'm here to hang out. All right, I'm not. I didn't come dressed for the super awards.
No,
I'm just hanging.
No. This is. I mean, what is live streaming if not the DIY aesthetic made manifest? You know.
That was a cool thing that you just said.
Thanks, man. I just kind of pulled it out of my ass.
It was great.
I've used my English degree well. My parents spent a lot of money on private liberal arts education, and I try and use it at least once a day, every day to make.
So you're from DC, right?
Yeah.
How much do these people know about your personal life?
They know a lot.
Okay.
To be honest, how about you? Do they know a lot about you? No, probably not.
I actually. So on one of my podcasts the other day, somebody called in and was like, "I've listened to a lot of your episodes, and you seem really sad." And I was like, fuck, she's probably right.
Yeah.
So I guess I probably the secret of therapy, Gecko, is that the therapy is. It's for me. It's really me getting.
It's catharsis.
It is cathartic because I go most of my day. I'm like thinking about all of everything. I'm very neurotic. I'm stressed out. But during the 2 hours that I'm on the phone, it's like I'm throwing all of my neuroticism or whatever out the window. I feel like it's 2 hours where I'm present.
Yes. Talking
to people. Out of my own head. So it's therapeutic in that sense.
And I am not, and honestly, this is, I am legitimately saying this, not just for the sake of what I was saying before. I feel the exact same way. And that's that's why I like doing it.
Yeah.
Because you take calls and you talk to people and you can't think about like how the interaction with the Target employee this afternoon went, you know?
The past is
the past. We're here. We're present. We're now. It's live, you know? Have you been watching any scary movies? You know what I was watching just in there before you got here? The Wolf of Wall Street. Don't really know why.
Is that a scary movie to you? The idea of
scary that you could make all that money and then have it taken from you. You know what I mean? Like that's this tough part.
Yeah, I bet being prosecuted for large financial crimes is probably pretty scary.
Yeah. I imagine, but that guy is fine. I think he's
so fine.
He like makes a bunch of money.
He's like living off the clout from the movie, and now he's like, I'm the real guy.
I'm the shit.
And now
he's like he did motivational speaker. Yeah.
Do you know how long did he go to jail for? Do you have any idea? Did he go to jail? What happens?
He did go to jail, but I really have no idea. Does anyone in chat know? I have no idea how long he went to jail for. I'm going to say 20 years, but that doesn't sound right.
He does look old, and in the movie...
Well, it happened in the 80s. Young. It happened in the 80s, early 90s, and I think he got out in the 20s. I bet he went for 20 years.
What year did that movie come out? Like 20? I was definitely like... I was probably like 13 when that movie... No. I was young. I was too young to understand any of what was going on. Right. I just saw
You're just like, it's so fucking
guy was
cool
eating a goldfish. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you. So Martin Scorsese has this thing where he's like, oh, but like everybody took the wrong message from that movie. Like it's not supposed to be cool. It's supposed to be like how this guy is like bad and stuff. I gotta tell you, man, rewatch that movie for the first time in 15 fucking years. It looks pretty goddamn cool what those guys are doing, man. I'm sort of saying, yeah, that looks awesome. Mm-hmm. That looks awesome. Mm-hmm. And he kind of has comeuppance, but I'm like, it seems like it was worth it. Yeah. Like he's like on a huge boat.
How does it? And that's what I'm trying to. It was like it seemed the whole thing of like, oh, this is awesome in the moment, but then does he ever get in trouble?
Yeah. He gets in trouble and he like loses it all. I think, you know what? To be honest, man, you showed up before that we got to that. We were just about to get to that part of the movie.
Yeah.
So, and I hadn't seen it since it was in theaters, so I couldn't tell you.
That's the risk that Martin Scorsese runs. He's like, has this big message, but what if people only watch, 80% of the movie and they leave?
4 years, but served 22 months, someone in chat said. That is insane.
Dude, 4 years in prison for all of that shit?
But he served 22 months. That's less than 2 years.
That sounds like
completely worth it.
Yeah,
and greed is good. No. That's fine, Post Bunny. I've seen the movie before. I just don't. I don't remember it. But can you be spoiled on a movie you don't remember?
I was thinking about. There's no real big spoiler. Like he doesn't die at the end or anything. No. Like I feel like if there was a big spoiler, you'd remember it. Like I was, I replayed. I've been talking about this a lot. I replayed Red Dead Redemption.
The first one.
Play the first one?
Yeah, I played it a long ass time ago.
Do you know what happens at the end?
You're like you kill Dutch, right?
You do, but do you know what happens after that?
You can tell me.
He died. Well, you die. You die.
You die.
You die. I don't know if you remember that,
right.
But
the second one you play that guy's dad, right?
No, I don't know who you play in the second one. Chat, don't spoil the second one for me.
You really don't know?
I know. I just started. I bought a fucking dude. I spent all day yesterday literally refreshing Amazon every 5 minutes because I bought a Steam Deck.
Yo, to play
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Shit. All right. You know what, man? I'm not gonna because I've played Red Dead Redemption 2 pretty recently.
I fucking care about in my life.
I mean,
I look at like my to-do list or whatever. I'm like, fucking get everything. No. I don't care about friends or family the pursuit of any. I just want to fucking play this game. I've only played it for like an hour.
You got it though.
I bought it. It's in my car. I'm actually about to sit in your driveway after this and play it for.
You should go to the. Well, I don't want to dox myself. There's a big parking lot near here. I just moved here and I already said on stream enough things where you could definitely find my house easy. Don't look back.
I'm not. Dude, don't be afraid of Squiggly Squiggle, dude.
Okay, I'm not scared of Squiggly Squiggle.
We can take him.
Okay, it's... Oh, yeah, well, I won't tell you anything. It's crazy that you don't even know...
I brought it because I'm like, I might after... Like, it's a... I was about to say how long of a drive it is.
You could say how long it is.
It was about like a 40-minute drive to go back. And I'm a huge procrastinator,
right?
So I might just sit in the car and play it, procrastinating the drive.
I mean, You can do that. I will say you're also welcome to come inside my house. You don't have to sit in the fucking. If anything, man,
I've done that before. Like,
if I gotta be honest, man, if the choices are you sitting in my driveway playing in the car by yourself or coming in, I'd really prefer you came in just for the sake of the neighbors and people.
Yeah. I've done that. I've like hung out playing a Nintendo in a McDonald's parking lot for 2 hours. It's great. It's getting out of the house.
I've been there. Yeah, it's getting out of the house. And when you get hungry, it's right there. The McDonald's.
I think I'm gonna do that after this. Actually,
really? There's a McDonald's pretty close to here. There's also a Del Taco, and well, you can't really talk.
You just keep giving out.
Yeah, but there's a McDonald's and Del Taco. I'd say within like walking distance. That's the only two things you can count on. And there's an In-N-Out around here. Bro, you gotta stop. I gotta stop triangulating, bro. I gotta stop triangulating.
Vertical man.
What I want to ask you before we start taking calls is I need to know: are you a big fast food guy?
Yeah, too big of a fast food guy. I love it. What
are your go-tos? This is also a fast food
podcast. Today, you know what I just discovered, and I think this probably counts as fast food.
Yeah,
Yoshinoya.
You know, I've never had it.
I just had it because
I've only heard it's bad. To be honest with you, this is what I've heard from people.
It's terrible, but it's
right. Does it taste good?
It does. I went to Japan like a year ago, and they have like a bunch of like Yoshinoya type fucking places.
Fast, like served yakisoba bowls.
Yeah, like Gudon beef.
Yeah.
It's called.
I've been to a Gudon beef because there's one in Chicago of the same brand. But it's like that's a chain.
I just wanted Gudon beef, and this was the first time. And so like, I don't care about the quality of it. It was great. Yeah, Yoshinoya I just discovered. Went there today. It was glorious. I love Jack. They only have Jack in the Box here.
I know.
In California. I love Jack in the Box. They have a great variety of things. You can get burgers.
You can get tacos. I really like the tacos. I'm another one you can really only get out here. I love Del Taco. I've become very, very obsessed with it. I think it is now my favorite fast food. Do you want to answer this question, Lyle?
OMG, Therapy Gecko is so sad. He'd rather not bother people with his presence by sitting alone in his car. No, it's not that. It's just like I think it's just my monkey, like I just want to play this video game so badly.
Yeah.
And I'm removing anything that I have to do between me and doing that, which includes driving.
Are you like a disgusting gaming addict? Because I am one. Like, or I've killed that, or not killed, but I've put that part of me a little bit of bed, and I've kind of channeled it into this. Maybe
you're what?
Like, I have in me, in my core, is like there is a child that really wishes he was like completely catatonic playing World of Warcraft all day. Like that's the deepest truth.
Do you, if you're comfortable sharing, do you have what's your rock bottom as a disgusting gaming addict?
I'll tell you what, I actually know what it is because it led to me taking a 3-year break from video gaming.
Oh, shit.
I was in Chicago shooting a hilarious sketch comedy video with my friends, and we were shooting something in the bathroom, and I was going into the bedroom to like play a couple minutes of this game called Heroes of the Storm.
I've heard of it.
It's like the failed Blizzard MOBA, and I was going in, and I was just kept going in there to play like 2 minutes. I was like, I want to be doing, I moved to fucking, this is like when I was like 23. I was like, I moved to fucking Chicago to do this, and instead I'm doing this. And then I quit video games for 3 years. And now I'm back, and the pandemic kind of brought me crawling on my fucking hands and knees, hand in my hand, had to play the new Zelda.
And now you're playing the new Zelda?
Yes, I played the new one too, but yeah.
Well, I want to, I had a question for you, but then I also want to comment about the Zelda game.
Yeah.
Is, like nowadays, do you feel as though video games, like similar to how you kind of had that epiphany when you were in Chicago of like, oh, I moved out here to do this. Why am I doing this instead? Do you still have that feeling now when you play video games?
I think that the only fucking thing that makes everything is fun, but it's I think you could feel this like the thing you do is fun, but it is work. It is work, and video games is the only pure entertainment we have in this fucking world where I can completely disassociate and fucking just go into this world. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going, this is as good as any fucking movie. And I'll tell you what, dude, on top of all of it, that 3-year break, video games got way better. 3 years go by, you don't play them, you play the fucking new Zelda, you're like, holy fucking shit. They put their whole pussies into this shit.
I got a comment about the new Zelda, but before on the whole thing of what you just said of like, You know, I've been thinking about this. Is a thing I've been thinking about with like a lot of addictions because
Yes.
I've been told this before. I don't know how true I think it is, but is that the real negative side of an addiction is the shame that you have about it. And so if you play a lot of video games, but then you beat yourself up about playing a lot of video games, that's what it is. I have a friend. I play a lot of competitive Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Really?
I've played it. I've played hours and hours and hours and hours of it. And I have a friend who I play with, and he's super into Melee too. And he was talking to me once, and he was like, "Oh wait, no, it wasn't Melee. He was talking about he's a big gamer guy, and he's talking about Call of Duty.
Okay,
this guy has logged months into Call of Duty,
yeah.
And he was talking about it, and he said very confidently, he's like, I don't regret a single game of Call of Duty I've ever played. I had so much fun playing that game online with all those. It was a great time. I don't regret it at all.
He made friends. I bet he's got lifelong friendships from it.
He actually does. Yeah,
I'm sure, bro. You play a game like that. Like I felt that with World of Warcraft back in the day when I was like growing up.
When he said that to me, I was like, oh, that's just how I feel. Like I've been putting hours and hours into playing like BioShock and Red Dead Redemption and Assassin's Creed and all these games.
So you're playing all the games that you played growing up.
Playing all the games
you couldn't beat
up
because you were too small. Is that what it was?
No, I did
you beat them?
I beat them, and then I was like, how did I have the brain capacity at 13 to understand this thing I just did?
Because I played the first BioShock a couple years ago. And I was like, I remember being like, this was too scary for me.
BioShock
I was too scary. Yeah.
The Zelda game.
Yes.
I fucking hate that new Zelda game. I think it sucks. Here's the thing.
This is tough, man.
So, they redeemed a horse.
They redeemed a horse. You can, folks, if you've never seen the show, you can redeem shit in the backgrounds. You can change the backgrounds. You can have a hell of a lot of fun.
Have you played Have you played a lot of Zelda games?
Yeah.
Which other have you played? Like what? Twilight
Princess.
Ocarina.
I've played Twilight Princess. I've played Majora's Mask. I haven't actually beaten that many of them. So
you know that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are not the standard Zelda experience. They're a different thing, and I respect.
Yeah,
that appeals to people and that they like the open world thing, and they're like, oh my god, this is sick. I love that I'm hunting for food instead of making the potions and stuff. I'm a little worried now because I'm like, oh, it's just we're never gonna. I love that like classic linear Zelda, and I'm like, oh, now that everyone is riding this new Zelda's dick so hard, we're never gonna get a linear. We're gonna get rematch. We'll probably get like a Twilight Princess remaster or something.
I think.
Are we ever gonna get a? Are we ever going to go back to the roots?
Did you play the Breath of the Wild or just the new one?
I played Breath of the Wild and the new one. I beat Breath of the Wild. I think I got halfway through the new one and I put it down.
The new one is like a little bit more what you're talking about comparatively, I think. Once you go to like, but yes, you're right.
It's also, I started I started skipping all the cutscenes. It's so, it's repetitive because it's. Okay, it's 4 times. There's 4 of the beast guys.
Yeah.
And for every time you go to a village, there's a kid, and he's the chosen kid. Every village has a chosen kid. Yeah. And it's always the same fucking story. I don't care about this chosen kid. There's too much lore I don't give a fuck about this thing. So I played the Skyward Sword. Okay. And the Skyward Sword, the story of Skyward Sword, it's happening during the time that you're playing it, whereas in the Tears of the Kingdom, all the story takes place 100,000 years ago with somebody's explaining something that happened. I just don't give a fuck. I respectfully disagree. I have to tell you, Breath of the Wild, first game I played back after taking a break from video games for 3 years. I go, well, I didn't know they were this good now. And I was like, all right, well, I'm never going to stop playing these again. This is the best thing. This is Breath of the Wild to me is what, when I was a little kid, video games I thought they were in my mind come to life. Like, it's like when I was like literally running around in circles, like in Ocarina of Time, because I was just like, I'm living in this. Like, Breath of the Wild gave me that feeling, but if that was the actual game. Yeah, sure. No, yeah, right. You think, like, when you're playing Ocarina of, you're like, oh my God, this is so huge, this forest, and you're living in it, and you're running around in it.
And I liked that. Yeah. You're a competitive Melee guy.
Competitive Melee guy.
I dabble. I've got a lot of friends that are, but I'm not.
It's got a crazy learning curve.
Are you are you teching? Are you L cancel?
I'm
wave
teching,
dash?
I'm L canceling. I'm doing the whole thing. I'm not like if I went to a tournament right now, I'd be lucky if I won a game.
That's what's crazy though, because even my friends who are so good at it and know all the tech would be lucky if they won one game.
That's what's so cool about Melee that's what's so cool about Melee is a guy will be on a setup destroying people. Nobody can beat him. And you're like, oh my God, this guy's so good. And then another guy comes and kicks that guy's ass. And you're like, holy shit. And then another guy comes in, fucking kicks that guy's ass. And you're like, oh my God, this is
And then
crazy.
it keeps. Have you watched the Smash documentary?
Yeah, have you watched the Smash
So
documentary?
good.
It's so good. Okay,
I find the Smash documentary very. If you don't know what this is, like people in the competitive Melee scene made a fan documentary about the competitive Melee scene, and it's like. Even if you have no fucking idea about anything about Melee, I think it is one of the most interesting pieces of media ever created because it's like this unfiltered like account basically of someone in it. Like there's no, love them to death, but I would say there's not a lot of like traditional documentary filmmaking aesthetic in it. Like it really is just like this guy fucking like being like, okay, I kind of know how to make a documentary, but really I love Smash, so I want to make a movie.
And it's a fun documentary.
Yes. And so for that reason, you're like seeing it and it's very raw and you like see these like the inner lives of these people that are like, find this community. I mean, I truly think it's an amazing piece of art. I really do.
Yeah, I love the Smash doc.
Love
man.
the Smash doc. Fusion.
And it's mainly about like the personalities and stuff. All I know about Melee is wombo combo and memes about Smash players with bad hygiene and hot moms. I don't know about the hot moms.
You ever been to a Smash tourney? I went to one in high school.
A few, yeah. Wait, which one did you go to in high school? What was it called?
It was in Potomac, Maryland. There's a lot in the Maryland, Baltimore.
There's one. There's a local called Xanadu in DC. I don't know if it's still there. I
think I went to
It's in like Laurel, Maryland.
All of them, I will say, they do. I mean, maybe it's better now.
Smell like shit.
I mean, really like food. You know what I mean? Like it's like a really just nasty.
Yeah. There's nothing. I mean, it does smell. There's a lot of people getting takeout. There's nothing better than getting Chinese food.
Sorry, I need to be clear. I'm not talking about actual food. I'm just talking about the BO is so bad. It feels like as if there's food
it's probably
there.
this kitchen. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But actually, it's just like the smell of people. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did you see? I can't play the new one because I'm like the new one feels very slow compared to the GameCube.
I've played a little bit of it. I was playing a little bit when I like just didn't have access to Melee, and it's the closest any of the new ones have been to Melee, but it's still not Melee because
What other games do you play?
Dude, you know what my secret fucking passion is that I play all the time?
Yeah,
Fortnite.
Okay.
I love Fortnite.
I've never played
I find it so and guys, I promise we'll get to calls in a second, but when two gamers meet, I mean, this is one of the most palpable energies that on fucking planet Earth.
I love that Joker I'm a gamer meme sphere of memes. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I can't explain it further than what I just said. Unfortunately,
like sort of like joke, like a picture of like Heath Ledger's Joker, and then like
it's a gamer or gamers. It's like a picture of the Joker, and it says like gamers' lives matter. Or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. That's what playing Fortnite is like. No, it's like what I love about Fortnite. It is truly like. It is like a truly modern game in that like it is for like kids who are raised completely on iPads and like have no parental supervision, have never watched like a full movie, have only seen like the Family Guy version of Star Wars and like that's it. Yeah. And so it's like Tyler the G7. Thank you so much for the raid.
What's up?
What's up, dog? We're talking about Fortnite, and and I love the like how Rick and Morty are fighting the xenomorph from Alien. Like I find it like relaxing because it's like let's just give these fuckers what they want. Let's just make Goku fight LeBron James. Who gives a fuck?
Mr. Beast is in it, right?
I own the Mr. Beast kid. Bought it the second it came out. I was like, I gotta own Mr. Beast.
I love the meme where like anytime like a new person gets added to Fortnite, there's that voice of the little kid being like, "That's the guy from Fortnite."
Yes,
because it's true. Like who'd you say was in it? Was fighting
Goku, Mr. Beast,
Darth Vader's in it, right?
Darth Vader's
like
in
little kids know Darth Vader as the guy from Fortnite.
Yeah. And we love to see it, folks. We love to see all the brands come together and create an incredible game that we all can enjoy. And they have no build mode now, which is the reason I got into it.
You ever play video games on this bitch?
You know what? I have a little bit. I don't like
it either.
Really? Dude, I've tried. The only thing I'll sometimes do is take calls and play Fortnite because it's like such a mindless baby game. I hate playing. It feels like I'm taking the one thing that I like to do and making it into work.
There's for me, it's that, and I'll be playing video games and have people watching me play. And it's so funny because it's what 98% of people on Twitch are doing.
Yes.
But when I'm just sitting there playing video games and talking to chat, I'm like, I'm not. Why are you people watching this? I'm not fucking doing anything right now.
And then I feel this thing where I'm like, I mean, it literally makes me feel insane because I'm like, well, that was a crazy kill, and I'm like, why am I doing like fucking canned dialogue? Like, I feel like I'm the fucking NPC, and I'm just like, okay, that was random, and you're like, I don't know, it literally freaks me out.
It's fun though.
It is fun. I mean,
every once in a while.
Every once in a while. For me, not fun, but I respect it. All right, you want to do some fucking calls?
Yeah, let's take a phone call. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Bam.
Worlds collide.
I'm gonna drink a little sip of this water.
Please, alkaline. I'm only giving my guests the best. Excuse me.
Oh, we got 3 callers in here, dude.
3 callers to the motherfucker. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, shit. Hello.
Yeah, sorry. We left you in that queue for a while, buddy, but you're here. You're finally here.
That's all right. I didn't expect to be the first one.
You're the first one.
Delay. There's like a 1 second delay.
Really?
Yeah. Do you ever notice that?
I have, but I've always assumed it was because I have too many bells and whistles going. We're going to talk more about this. This guy's giving me the fucking shit. But caller, what's up with you?
I'm just chilling. I have COVID right now.
Really? How many times is this for you?
This is the second time.
I've had it 4 times.
Yeah.
4 times.
Yeah, I feel each time I feel like I'm a little stronger and a little better. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it only was really bad for like a day. I'm feeling pretty much better now, so
that's good.
What's the first thing you're gonna do once you feel fully back to normal?
Well, I have an art show in a couple days, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna test negative for that because I've been working on the artwork for months. So
this is your art show?
Yeah, it's gonna be mine.
What kind of art do you make?
But I might not even be able to go to it.
I think that'd be cooler.
You should zoom in. You should have you on like a big fucking screen, like M and James Bond.
I think it would really bum me out to not be there.
Yeah.
What kind? What do you make art about?
And this is a what's up?
What do you make art about?
I don't know that it's really about things. It's kind of in phases, you know, like I just kind of make art that it's changed a lot over the years, but yeah, just whatever I'm feeling in the moment.
Do you have a favorite piece that you could describe to us?
Favorite piece. Well, I'll describe what I made for the show. So I made these wood board cutouts that are these like characters of mine that I painted and put LED lights on so the eyes light up, and I added like some 3D elements to it. It's unlike anything that I've ever made, so I was pretty excited to show them in this show, you know?
That's awesome.
So you're a real mixed media artist. I mean, you're really using not just the paints or the clay. I love that. Yeah,
I use a lot of different stuff. I'm actually a tattooer also. That's my job. So.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah.
What's the craziest tattoo you've given to someone?
The craziest tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
I think probably the craziest tattoo I've ever given someone is I did a full back piece on this like really tall dude, and it covered his entire back from the bottom of his neck to the bottom of both of his ass cheeks. So that was pretty nuts.
What
Huge
was
tattoo. It was my own design. I drew this like sleepy town with a sunrise going on and like a car going through this little street and a dude floating out of a window, and the top says Dream State. So
that's
cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I love that.
How are you guys doing?
Is this? I was just. What is this? Do you advertise this as like some form of help advice line, or just kind of chat?
I'm so glad that you asked, because I wanted to point out, seeing you plug in, and I mean this, it seems like I'm doing a bit. It was amazing. I literally saw you like you literally, this man, folks, if you're watching him, I saw him literally, his energy, literally, it went into the fucking camera. It was amazing. No, it's not. So it's more general. We just it's like talks, and then like, you know, a lot of regulars call in, and it's like, you know, we're just fucking around. But tonight, you know, I mean, tonight, the theme of tonight, there's always a theme. And the theme,
I saw your theme last night was fuck you, right?
Yeah, the theme last night was fuck you. The theme tonight is some help for once.
Okay,
because I'm always putting the show on my back, but it's like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning they're getting to be on the field at the same time, and they're working together, not against each other.
Yeah.
So the theme tonight is working together.
Yeah.
So caller, I mean, did you?
Honestly, I didn't know that.
No. But then furthermore, the theme is also just random garbage, and you can just basically everybody just calls them with whatever they want anyway.
By the way, your life sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you probably don't have any.
Do you have a problem?
You need help.
Did you need help from us?
Honestly, I'm just bored as fuck because I've been stuck in my room with COVID, and I thought
try that horse tranquilizer drug. What's that called?
Ivermectin. Because it turned out a lot of people were saying that wasn't working, right? And there was a lot of bad stuff was happening. It actually turns out it was working all along, and we actually got to get back to it and start using it.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'll whatever people tell me, I'll believe them about anything.
Okay. All right. Because now no one's telling you anything about it, so you're like, okay, I'll use it now. You know?
I accept a lot at face value. I'm very easy to fool. Yeah. So if somebody like handed me a bottle of Diet Pepsi and was like, "This is gonna cure your AIDS," I'd be like, "Okay." No, that I would be like, "Nah, that's not true." But you know what I mean.
Yeah, you'd have to have something seriously very mentally disturbed with you to believe that would work. You know, I think,
or just a great trust of the human spirit.
Hey, maybe that's the
Maybe that's the cure.
You know what they say?
Yeah.
You know what they say? Yeah. Every weakness is also your superpower.
That's not true.
Go off,
maybe I'm trying to think of my COVID.
So, folks, if you have some horrible bone disease where your bones are brittle like paper, and when you fall, all of them break, that's actually a superpower. Look at Mr. Glass in Unbreakable and Glass.
Who is Mr. Glass?
You ever seen Unbreakable or Glass?
No.
It's the M. Night Shyamalan movie. No. Colin, have you ever seen Glass?
Wait, Glass? Yeah, that was filmed in Philly, right?
I think so, yeah. Probably. He films all his movies there.
No, I've never seen it.
How about Unbreakable with Bruce Willis?
Nope. Never seen it.
You guys gotta listen.
Did M. Night Shyamalan make that movie about a guy who has sex with a dog person?
No.
Splice.
I don't know.
Did he make that one?
No, you're thinking of Split, which is
know.
about a guy who is, and in Glass, he's actually the third character. But you know, there's a whole Glass cinematic universe, and I could go on. Mr. Glass is a character who, okay, so Bruce Willis. Really quickly, we're gonna get through this really quick. Unbreakable is a movie. Bruce Willis plays a man who realizes he's invulnerable, so he becomes a superhero. Mr. Glass is played by Samuel L. Jackson, who is a guy who has very weak bones, and he becomes a supervillain because he's a guy who runs a comic book shop and believes that every person needs to have a supervillain. So caller,
right.
What is your
guy has sex with a fish woman and lady in the water? All right, that's a good concept.
And his superpower is that he is a fish guy, but his Johnson still shoots stuff. So
that would be crazy if you were a merman and you had it's always a choice between top or bottom.
Yeah.
What if all of you was mermaid except you had a little human penis?
Not
like
so
you
bad.
had the tail.
I mean, that's not so bad.
That's not so bad.
Is that so bad? Caller, would you rather have all your body is fish except your Johnson is normal, or vice versa? The Johnson's a fish Johnson and the rest of your body is normal human?
I would rather be mostly human, I think.
And have the fish Johnson?
I could give up whatever I could do with my dick for the other parts of life.
Okay, all
I
right.
respect the fuck out of that.
Let's take it one step further, though. You do live life as like a fish with like the beauty of ignorance, but you can come like a human man. So you
You know what? That's actually a good point.
You experience pleasure just like unknown to any sea creature on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. But then you're just like that weird fish with a dick, you know?
Yeah, but they don't know that. They're just fish. They're excited. They're just excited to see you.
This is actually what that movie Luca is all about.
That is what the movie Luca is all about. I've always wondered, and that's good to know that. That's what I thought. It was about the Ewans. They saw, what if we did Shape of Water, make it for kids? You know what I mean? Caller, I really hope that you get better enough. Wait, when did you test positive for COVID?
I started experiencing symptoms 2 days ago. I tested positive yesterday. So.
And when is your show?
Saturday. I don't know what the guideline is right now. I think it might be like 5 days or something.
I mean, that's your 5th day, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to go on record and make this guy give a bunch of people COVID, Lyle?
That's your 5th. What's the... I think if you wake up in the morning and you feel fine... Well, here's the thing. If you do give people COVID, you can just say that it was some form of performance art.
Yes, that is such a good point. You could smear your snot and boogies all over your big 3D cutouts that have LED lights and just make it part of the thing.
Say it was an immersive art experience.
Yeah, like 3D Van Gogh.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
Okay. We're praying for you over here. Guys, put that spirit energy in the world. Let's get this guy to his art show, okay?
What's the
Thank you, guys. Hell yeah. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye, dude.
What's the cause?
Right. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's not like you can fuck. Well, so if you had like all fish but human penis.
Yes.
But that wouldn't really, because no one would want to have sex with you.
Okay, I know that this isn't really fair to put the stipulation. You have the human penis, you have the sensitivity, you can come in the same way a guy does. It feels just as good, but also it works with fish too. Like you can fuck fish. So it isn't, because then it's obviously a prison. It's like the guy at the end of the Twilight Zone where he's got every book to read in the world, but he breaks his glasses, you know? You've got the biggest fish cock this side of the Mississippi, and you can't fuck a single one of your fish friends.
Okay, so, and you're talking about, so if you have a whole fish body except you have one human penis.
Yes.
How do you can't even get into, but with your human penis, you can fuck fish.
You can, and it's normal and it works.
Okay, and that's just a stipulation. And because a human-sized penis would not fit in a fish's vagina.
I mean, we're living in a fantasy world where a fish has got a big fucking root hanging off of it that's as big as a human man's, and you can't even extend the imagination a little bit further to let it fuck.
Fish don't have penises?
I think they shoot eggs into the water.
Oh, okay. So I think whales just masturbate into the ocean.
Yeah, and dolphins fuck for pleasure. I mean, that's one of those famous, I feel like facts, you know.
Do they? The blowhole's not like a vagina thing.
They do. They will fuck each other's blowholes.
If humans had blowholes, we would fuck each other's blowholes.
Yeah, I mean, every other, why not?
Although I feel like our nostril, the nose is like the blowhole. And you can't really fuck a nose.
It's too small.
You think somebody's into that? Like, just like
definitely.
Taking his little, like the tip of his penis and putting it in someone's nose.
One time I saw a penis in a locker room where it was normal, and then the last 2 inches were thin like a straw.
That guy likes to fuck noses.
And I think that guy probably likes to fuck noses.
And the cool thing is that after he's done, he can actually, with the tip of his penis, detect whether or not the person has COVID.
That's exactly right. But the person has to go, it's kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But it's a really accurate test. And so that's
the most accurate test is the stringy penis guy.
You can't see his balls. Shut up, Moochie. He's got boxer briefs on. You're not seeing shit through there.
That happens to me. A lot of people will be like, I can see your penis.
And I mean, the first thing you do is you go, you got to check. You got to check. It'd be very funny if you got me banned for showing testicle. All right, let's do another call. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. How are you? Hello?
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 Hello.
Wait, am I on?
You're on, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bro.
This caught me off guard.
I know, man. Well, this is your
How are
moment,
you
and
guys?
it's give us something quick, man. Because the first 30 seconds, you've just been saying hello over and over. So what do you got?
First impressions are very important.
Oh,
What's
okay,
up,
okay.
Nervous Goblin? Nervous Goblin's my homie.
Fuck.
Chat
Okay,
reggae.
all right, well, all right. I guess I'll just talk about what happened a month ago
Okay.
with me and this girl, I guess.
Okay.
So, a month ago, we were dating, stuff like that. And then I remember we took like a break, and then we kind of like messed up the break, and then we ended up getting back together. But it was just like the girl didn't really change. Like I wanted her to like do better for herself, you know. I was like, hey, like I think you should like clean your room and stuff, like, you know, because the whole time in the relationship, she wasn't really like cleaning her room, you know. And I tried to help her, but it was like at the end of the day, she didn't clean her room and stuff. And I was like, I think you should go get some like actual therapy, you know. So I was like I'll tell her like, hey, like, you want to get some therapy? If you get therapy, I'll get therapy.
So what was was that the catalyst for the break? Like you wanted her to do better for herself, and you felt as though that break would help her do that?
I felt like she could probably get her stuff together. Yes, the room is bad. I'm sorry for reading chat, but
Can I ask a question? Was the sequence of events that you came in and the room was dirty and you just said you gotta go to therapy?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
All right, because that maybe would have been a bigger problem. Yeah. You wish.
Because I wish, because I remember so for example, no, I'm not trying to hate on big people, but her mom is kind of unhealthy and she was kind of picking up bad habits, and I'll be like, hey, like if you want, we can meal prep together, and we can I'll help you and stuff like that. And
well, I gotta ask you this: what's your barter in this situation? Because she cleans her room,
yeah,
and then what do you offer? Are you addicted to MMORPGs and you're gonna quit that? What's your bargain?
I mean, my thing was like, you know, I'm working on myself. I'm in school. I got a job. I go to the gym when I can. I even started like cooking, and I'm pretty bad at cooking, but I got better at it, you know. And I just wanted her to like get in the same momentum, because she was just like only work, and then after work it was just like nothing else for her. Like she wouldn't try to do anything for herself, you know. And I wanted her like grow a little, because
did she seem happy with this lifestyle, or was this lifestyle making her unhappy?
Well, she wasn't happy at all. Like before the relationship, not before the relationship, but the beginning of the relationship, it seemed like she was happy. But then at the end, it just seemed like she kind of gave up, and I just wanted her to be like, I wanted her to do stuff for herself, because she didn't. I even tried to teach her how to drive, but she didn't want to learn how to drive and stuff. So it was just like, oh, okay, like that's why I was suggesting her therapy and stuff.
Was the car? I mean, was it a nice car?
Oh no, man! I got a shitbox, 2009 Toyota Corolla.
There you go. I mean, to be honest, man, though, I at least believe you can't change. I mean, it's not a fool's errand. It's a fool's errand. You can only work on yourself and attract others, you know, that are like you. Is what I believe.
Yeah,
you know what?
But here's the.
If I were her, I would have said, if I were her, I would have said, you know, babe, if you love me, you would actually make your room dirtier to make me feel better.
That's
what's up. I wish. But here's the thing. Like on our breakup, she was like, oh, I'm going to try to work on myself and stuff like that. And even like, we had to talk about it, like if we ever break up and stuff like that. She'd be like, I'll take a break from like a relationship like 6 months in, right? So then the first week of the relationship, I'm like, hey, are you talking to anybody? Because you know how the world is now, so you just gotta ask. So I asked her, and she's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then she comes, picks up, she posts this guy on Instagram. I'm like, oh, that's kind of sus. And then we shared locations and stuff like
pulled,
that.
Hold on.
Wait, what?
When you say she pulled a guy up on Instagram, what does that mean?
Posted like a guy on Instagram.
Oh, she posted a picture of herself with a guy?
Yeah, and she was talking to me about the guy. So I was just like, I was like,
yeah, the self-improvement journey is taking a turn for the worse.
So you posted with a guy, and this was during your guys' break, or were you officially broken up at this point?
We were a week broken up, and so then I was like, hey, I need you to get your stuff, because it was just weird how she's talking, how she hangs out with this guy, and then she gets home like at 1 a.m. and stuff like that, you know. So it's like speculation. But I was like, you know, at the end of the day, I trust this girl, you know, and you know, it was just like, I trust her, she should trust me. I took her into my family and stuff, and, you know, it was just like a whole bunch of stuff. So then she comes get her stuff, but then the person who dropped her off isn't in front of my house, like isn't in the driveway, like their car is behind like another wall, like another gate. So it's just weird. Yeah, I'm saying.
I mean,
so then, wait. Look,
please.
Then, what you call the next day? Because I was, you know, I don't want to sound like an egotistic maniac or anything, but I was like, let me call her friend so she could watch over her, even though I'm not with her. You know, just have more reinsurance.
What? Can you say this plan again?
Like, I call her friend, be like, hey, like, try to watch over your friend. I don't know, like, what she's doing and stuff, but like,
you
she's been acting up.
Like, to tell her friend to watch over her.
Yeah, because like her mental health is really bad, like really bad. Like she has bad impulses and stuff like that. She like spends a lot of money, but complains that therapy is expensive. Like she bought a purse, some headphones.
Dude, this is like
Sony headphones.
This is really a tough thing of like trying to figure out. You can't control other people and what other people do with their lives, and trying to figure out like how much anxiety and negative feelings am I gonna have and attach to you know, what this other person is doing with their life. It's a hard thing. It's a very difficult thing to navigate when you care about a person like that. But I'm of the opinion. I think this is probably the healthy opinion of like, you know, you can do that to an extent, but when it starts to be a crazy detriment to yourself,
that's when you
to be invested in the success and well-being of another person, and that other person isn't, you know, helping you mitigate the, you know, those things, then it's something to be examined, I would say. But I don't know. It's a really tough situation.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like it is truly it is both okay to be like, hey, I wish that you made your life a little less chaotic, but you can't expect her to do anything about it based on what you like. I mean, I really, you know, that hand to God. I think that people truly want to change when they want to change and won't change when they don't want to change. Yeah. And pretty much that's the one thing that's a constant about every human being on planet Earth. Unless you're in a cult and then you got it, they freaked it out of you like that. Huh?
Yeah. But then but going back to like the best friend, but I called her best friend and her best friend told me that she has a boyfriend. I was like, a boyfriend already? Like,
dude,
like a week.
Dude, what's your name?
It's Jaden.
Jaden, what else is going on with you in your life outside of this girl?
Let's get past the girl, man, because it seems you're burying the lead a little here, my man. What's going on?
That was a burying of the lead.
So not gonna lie, she made me get therapy. Like that shit fucked me up. Like I had to get therapy. I was like,
right.
So I got therapy. Right now I'm in school. I'm learning like a whole bunch of stuff. I work. I go to the gym. What else? I'm moving soon, so I got that going for me. I don't know. I'm just like trying to live past this. Like, this
What are you going to school for?
It's not like traditional school. It's just like certificates for like cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity.
You're doing the most powerful thing that any person under the age of 30 can do, which maybe that's your age. I think it might be, which is get a coding degree and start making more money than all your friends. I think that's the single most powerful thing someone can do. I've never seen it not work. I've got many friends in my life who've gotten into cybersecurity or software development, immediately start making more money than I've made in the last 10 years in 1 year.
Now, just to make sure, you're not going into cybersecurity to, learn how to hack into your ex-girlfriend's Facebook account, are you?
No. Fuck no. Honestly, she's blocked. I blocked her like hard. Like, it's weird to me because I took her into like my family, so it just kind of fucked me up. So it's just like, I don't want to ever do that again.
How
but,
can I ask? How long had you guys been dating when you introduced her to your family?
So she met my mom not even a month in, because at the time I wasn't driving, so we went and hanged out at like Sawgrass Mall and stuff. And even after a while, me, my mom, my aunt, my grandfather, they'll treat her so good. They'll let her stay in the house even if I'm not here. They'll get her groceries, they'll get her food. It's just like, oh my God, like why would you do that to me? Not only like she disrespected me, but it's just like she disrespected my family. And I think that really did mess me up.
Welcome, Raiders.
I was gonna say not to interrupt you.
This is the
being
fun thing.
Emotionally vulnerable with
this
us.
Is a great
we
part.
We did get 182 Raiders from Piss.
This is the great part of doing this thing on this stupid fucking website. Is you are coming on here and being extremely honest and vulnerable, and it's incredible. And then on the screen it says 182 Raiders from Piss have joined, and then I have to call attention to it and say, oh, hold on, the Piss. Hold on, Piss is here. There's a Piss raid.
Scott Fajita says, my ass stinks.
Ass stinks. Nothing wrong with Piss. Is this the loo? This is a Piss raid.
Who's Piss?
Piss is Derek and Drill's stream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Oh, crap. What were you? I'm trying to remember where
were we? Well, okay, wait.
Oh,
okay, but your parents doing that is great. That's an amazing part of your family, and you shouldn't feel bad that a girl like it doesn't even seem like she took advantage of it. Like that, I just want you to be able to love again. Is that so wrong? Do you think you can love again, caller?
I hope so, man. I hope so.
I hope so too.
You could be like that kid. Who's that kid that leaked Grand Theft Auto 6?
They went to jail. The one in Canada.
Yeah.
You could be like that.
You could be like him.
You gotta get. You know what? Like anyone going through a heartbreak, you gotta double the fuck down on what you're doing. You gotta get so good at cybersecurity that you're fucking getting the Nintendo Switch 2, and you're making videos about it online. You're getting cease and desist, and your life's going fucking crazy sauce because you're so good at cybersecurity.
I want you to be the wolf of Nintendo.
Yes,
you'll get all the exclusive video games. And
you saw
sent to jail
because that's the thing. Have you seen the Wolf of Wall Street, caller?
No, I was probably 10 years old when that came out.
But do you know the story?
I know that Leonardo DiCaprio and what's her name, Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. It's an incredible story about a man that breaks the law and faces almost zero consequences for it. And I'm not saying do that, but find your own thing.
Yeah.
Find your thing like that.
Find your own law to break.
That
and
is
your own consequences to
bad.
avoid.
That's not that bad, you know? And then Margot Robbie will be coming to you. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Well,
and finally, cut toxic people out of your life. That's actually real. I do believe that. If there's one platitude I believe, it's cut toxic people out of your life. Bye.
That was my first girlfriend. Bye.
Of course. Who has it, huh? Bye, caller.
Oh, no, I was just saying bye-bye.
All right, Louis,
bye,
love
Jaden.
you.
Good luck, man.
Bye, Jaden. God, cut toxic people.
Every time I hear that, there's this clickhole article or like thing that's so funny that it says like you got to quit worrying about it says so that you got to cut toxic people out of your life, quit worrying about the bullshit and start paying attention to the things that really matter. Shigeru Miyamoto on how to unlock Luigi in Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh man. God, those are some of those images from Clickball. Some of the funniest things on planet Earth. Here's the thing: is that my friend says all the time as a joke, "Cut toxic people out of your life." But he said it so much that like now we all say it to one another, and I'm like, I guess I do believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be like, you gotta cut toxic.
What's your strongest indicator of toxicity?
Le'Veon Reed, honey. No, I don't know. We do want to start doing it like that. Like we sort of do, like this is sort of becomes a thing where you and we kind of hold a mirror up to culture. Does that make sense?
A beer up to culture?
No, we hold a mirror up to culture. Instead of we take some culture, whatever we want to do, but really it's about you and I sitting here and holding a mirror up to culture.
Yeah, sure.
Folks, if he's leaving you on, we say stuff like, folks, if he's leaving you on, Reed, that's not. We'll come up with a catchsocatchphrase later.
Right.
That's toxic.
Like we're doing our Bill Maher.
Do no-nos, exactly. But we get it right this time because that guy's not so good, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything
About Bill Maher?
Not really. I know he likes to get high.
His new thing is he likes to get high in like the Chi-Chi room or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm not really sure. Have you seen that? It's crazy.
The secret? What's it fucking goddamn called?
The secret
Club Random. I don't know why I don't know where I got because I guess clubs can be secret.
Club Random.
Oh wait. I think I've seen. Okay, he did a podcast with Carrot Top. I don't know if this. Why did I think it was him. I think it was Club Random, where it's like the setup is weird. They're like on a couch, but they're facing each other. I know I haven't really, to be honest, I've only seen the Tim Heidecker parody of Club Random, and I know though that his whole thing is he's got like booze and like weed and stuff, and he'll let you smoke cigarettes inside. Yeah.
He wants Chappelle to go on so bad.
I know people make fun of like guys who like smoke weed and do podcasts, but God, is there any more fun activity?
I mean, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Are you a weed guy?
I can be, but I'm going to be honest. I was going along with it to follow the fun of this conversation. I got to be honest. If I had to do something like get stoned before I did this, I would have complete ego death and lose my mind.
So I, for three years, never gotten high and done my stream. Never.
Yeah.
And then I'm a pretty big stoner, but I don't like mix it with like shit a lot of the time. But I had one night where I was like, because I earlier on in those 3 years I had gotten high and tried doing a stream, and I'm like, oh my, people are fucking like, I'm being perceived by like hundreds of people right now. I couldn't do it.
It's horrible. I mean, that really truly sounds awful. But
recently, not all, and definitely not all the time. Not all the time.
Do they know this? Do your viewers know that you're getting high?
I try. I'll be honest.
Okay,
I'll be honest with
right.
like if I'm high, I'm like, yeah, I'm high right now. Whatever. But it's not. It's really not often. It's really not often.
Oh man.
Because because I'm so because like I am a pot guy, and I'm fucking so envious of those people who are completely functional, and get high all the time.
I know, it's amazing.
I in high school, I was friends with a girl who would just get fucking high and do her homework. I could never do that.
I can't even read when I'm stoned.
There was a dude who I was like staying at my friend's brother's house, and he's like an actor, and he was telling us about this like big audition that he had, and he's like, yeah, it's a big part, it's for a lot of money, I've been like, practicing my lines for this audition, and it's a really big thing. He was telling us about it, and then it was time for him to go to the audition, and before he went, he took the biggest fucking bong rip I've ever seen, and he goes out, and I'm like, what, dude, what the fuck? I could never do like a big thing like that.
Did he book it?
He might have gotten it. Yeah.
That'd be so fucking sick. I really hope he did. And let's just pretend that he did. Yeah, that's because that, like, my thing with weed has always been when it's fun until it isn't, and then I'm like having I truly have an existential crisis. Yeah. And anything like this would me go inside. I've never performed high. I've never done stand-up high. I've never drunk, sure, but like stoned would feel crazy. Yeah, crazy. You ever done a live show high?
No, that I could never do high. Maybe like if. No, I could never do it high. No. I could never do it high. Even
I think I think if I did it, it would be the last time I ever did it. Like got on stage, like it would be like, all right, that's my prestige, and then I would like die and stop, forever.
Yeah, there's because to perform or do something like this or whatever, you really have to remove the part of your brain that's aware that people are looking at you.
This is what you never fucking expected watching this. Call-in show. You see two fucking guys talking goddamn shop right now. Yeah. There's not a lot of guys on this fucking planet I could be talking shop with, dude. And it's great to have you here. I need to ask you something before I forget.
Yeah, of course.
How much money has BetterHelp offered you to sponsor your stream?
Oh God, I didn't know we were getting into financials here.
No. I'm kidding. It occurred to me. I was like thinking, I think because I saw the thing where like Israel was offering free BetterHelp to survivors. I was like, that's so insane. I was like, they must be coming to him with another zero on that number every month. You're not sponsored by BetterHelp, are you?
No, the podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Okay, never mind. I didn't know that. Never mind. We'll keep going then.
Probably not as much money as they gave, what's his face? Travis Scott.
Probably not. To be honest, Lyle, I'm so sorry. I really didn't realize that it was sponsored. Okay, cool. I've watched the show. I've never listened to the podcast, though.
Do you listen to any podcasts?
I only listen to one podcast, and I've been listening to it for about 8 years. I listen to the Doughboys.
Oh, I have a buddy who listens to the Doughboys. He saw them. Have you ever seen them live?
I have seen them live, and I think it's the single best live show I have ever seen.
Oh, yeah? What do they do?
They fucking talk about chain restaurants, man. And I saw it in Chicago, and they talked about one, and me and my friends went to eat at it, and then went to. It was amazing.
Okay, I thought you were just like making conversation. We were talking about the fast food. You're a fast.
No,
food.
I'm sort of a fast food head.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you ever like sit down and make your tier list?
I've never made a tier list. God, I mean. Like, to be honest, here's the thing is, like, I think the best fast food isn't always the one you go to all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
I live right by an In-N-Out. I do not go to In-N-Out all the time. I do really think it's good. I think it's legit great. It's the hype is real. The hype is fucking real. It is good.
Am I about to get In-N-Out after this? It's nearby.
So close. Oh, man, it's literally off. It's like right off the highway. But I love Del Taco, and it's kind of shitty. But I'm very comforted by it.
I don't really taste that much of a difference between Del Taco and Taco Bell.
I think Taco Bell they're kind of trying to do different. Taco Bell is Taco Bell, and Del Taco is like Taco Bell is not. Like Del Taco is closer to real Mexican food in the same way McDonald's is closer to real hamburgers and stuff. But but Taco Bell is just Taco Bell. There's no, yeah.
What discovery I made recently? The Whopper. I never really. I went into a store I went to a Rite Aid in
was
fucking
burger.
I went to a store and it was just one burger in the middle of the. There was I went to like a Rite Aid in Scotland or some shit, and they had Whopper flavored Doritos. And now I had never had a Whopper before, but I thought these were interesting. So I had the Doritos, and then I was like, you know what? These are kind of inspiring. I'm gonna go get a Whopper. The Whopper tasted exactly like the Doritos.
Really?
Yeah. They were working on that science.
That's a little tough, though, isn't it? For it to I mean, you kind of don't want it to taste exactly the same, do you?
Chips?
Yeah.
It
the
is
one
weird.
that's like
It is weird
ingredients and what
like,
is chips.
Yeah, I don't know what's. I don't know if it's mimicking like the onions or the. Oh, I'm gonna get one right. Ah, fuck. I'm trying to. I've been reading somewhere.
I gotta be honest. No, I kind of want one.
I've been reading that like you should like like the recommendation for fast food.
Yeah,
it's like once a month.
Totally.
Maybe.
And I will also say, living in Los Angeles, it is a place that does. I mean, goddamn knows they invented the damn thing, but it's like we're both from the East Coast. No, there's nowhere to get food late night here that isn't Taco Bell.
Dude, what Los Angeles needs.
Yes.
Is
a plate.
Do you know Royal Farms?
Yes.
Los Angeles. Okay.
Yeah. Or Wawa.
Los Angeles needs a place like Royal Farms or Wawa where you can, I mean, nothing crazy.
Nothing
you can go there and
crazy.
get like a cheese. You can go there and get a turkey sandwich.
Let me buy a fucking sandwich.
Let me buy a sandwich. Why does everything in there have to be something fucking
Why can't
crazy?
I just, why isn't there places that just can make me a fucking cheesesteak or they can make me a fucking a roast beef sandwich at any time of the day?
Right.
In New York, you call them bodegas.
Right.
And where I'm from, you call them delis. It's all the same fucking thing. It doesn't exist here. There is a market for it, and it pisses me off to no end.
Why does it not exist? Why does it not exist here?
I don't know.
It's just like a bunch of shitty. It's always
just fast food.
Because like this talking shop streaming, we're getting off of this at you end your stream at like 9.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of closing down a little bit.
I'm what am I gonna eat? Is fucking In and Out.
Yeah. Do you cook?
I did a lot during the pandemic, and then it really fucking tuckered me out on it. I really I was doing it all the time, as many of us were, and by like the end of it, I was just like, I hate this. Every moment I spend doing this feels like time wasted, which I know is not how people feel about it.
It's so how I feel about it.
I'm like,
hate it.
I fucking hate it, but I also feel like I've been eating so much fast casual food like Chipotle that I'm like, I like feel bad all the time. So.
Is the fast casual like a Chipotle? If you go to Chipotle and you get,
I think Chipotle is the best.
You get a bowl. It's got
earth.
rice. It's got chicken. It's got fucking beans. It's got lettuce.
Yeah.
It's normal food. It's normal human being food. It's not like the 2 tacos from Jack in the Box. I don't feel horrible about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there were times in my life when I was in high school where I ate Chipotle every single day. Can you believe that?
I can believe that. Yeah.
I'll tell you why. If this is people who watch this show know this is the soapbox I get on most often.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, but I can tell you one thing is that Chipotle, you cannot get more healthy food at a more affordable price point. You're eating fresh veggies, fresh tomatoes, fresh corns. Listen up. Fresh tomato, fresh corn, all fresh ingredients, not frozen beef. None of it's frozen, all cooked that day. For under $10 in some places for a chicken bowl.
Yeah, and you're not walking at a Chipotle under $10.
Well, all right, but okay. You're not going to McDonald's for under $10 if you get a meal.
You can go to McDonald's.
All right, well, fair. Okay,
when I go to McDonald's, I always like. Here's where people fuck up. They go if you don't go to McDonald's a lot, you just go like, can I have a hamburger? And they give you like the $8 quarter pounder thing. Dude, the dollar menu?
It's great. I mean,
it's great.
Double cheeseburger, McChicken, these are great.
So you get 2 cheeseburgers, you can get a small fries.
Small fry. I'm a big McFlurry guy. I really miss. Okay. And then we'll take another call, but I have to tell you this because I think you'll appreciate it. The McDonald's snack wrap was my single favorite item in all of fast food, and Burger King just started making snack wraps, and they used the chicken from the good chicken sandwich they made to compete with Popeyes. And I had one yesterday, and it's so fucking good.
The Burger King snack wrap?
It's called the Royal Wrap or something.
Is it fried chicken, grilled chicken?
Fried chicken.
Yeah.
It's like half of their fried chicken patty. So good.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is there Burger King?
There
Right?
is
There's a lot
also
of Burger Kings in LA.
There is one by here. All right, let's take a call, folks. And this is not we're not sponsored. This is just for the love of the game.
I'm gonna be in the drive-thru, and there's gonna be a little thought bubble, and it's you describing this chicken wrap, and I'm gonna think for a second, and then I'm gonna order a Whopper.
I hate to hear that. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hi, it's Peppercorn Patty.
Hey, Patty. What's up? How are you doing?
Hey, Patty.
I was just calling because, well, I was calling for a different reason, but y'all are going on and on about the fast food stuff.
All right. That's why I went to the call.
It's important stuff, Patty.
I went to the call because I knew that we wouldn't stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, left to our own devices, I think we're two men that could have talked about only that for another 2 hours.
Yeah,
so what are you calling
So
about?
there's like, the automated system says you'll hear a beep when it's time for you to talk. So I heard a beep, but I guess it was the other caller hitting something on his phone. And I cough. I start having a coughing fit, and then you're like, "Oh, I guess I should take another caller." And I was like, "God, I hope I'm not like coughing on stream." But okay, that was like a little side tangent.
Sure.
Have you gone to Burger King and tried the Halloween burger? Either of you?
What's
The black one that
Halloween
makes your
burger?
shits crazy?
Yeah, the orange bun burger or something. I think.
Is that the one that makes your doo-doo black that came out a couple years ago?
No, this is like a new thing.
Oh.
Halloween is the Halloween Whopper. Oh,
Halloween.
that, yeah, okay. Now I'm seeing what you're probably talking about, which is like, it's a ghost pepper Whopper. That's the new one.
Ghost
And it's like
pepper
got an
Whopper.
orange bun or something.
Is it
Someone
hot?
said it
Is
was
it
too
really hot?
Yeah, so it's too spicy and not to get it. But
Oh, I wouldn't like that.
No, I don't like spice.
Me-
I'm not really trying to eat a lot of spicy stuff with my fast food, Patty. I gotta be honest.
I like spice. I don't like spicy fast food.
Yeah,
it tastes kind of like
it's
shit.
already gonna kind of mess with you, so you
Right.
can't really like double it up.
I'll
you
do
know?
I like spicy Chinese or Japanese food or something like that, but I don't want to get like a spicy chicken sandwich.
Patty,
that's
what?
like trouble.
When's the last time you went to
I'm
Burger
calling-
King? Yeah, no, please,
yeah.
please, no. And
Please,
go over
dear God,
shut up.
anything to get us off.
Yeah. I didn't say that. What are you calling about?
I am kind of worried about, well, at the beginning of the stream, y'all were talking about like, you know, how when you were in Chicago and you were playing too many video games, you were like, what am I doing? I need to like stop doing this, whatever. And then, Lyle's over here talking about playing video games and dissociating and doing, all this other stuff. Anyway, I have gotten really close with like this Discord community, and it's gotten to the point where like I went out with friends last weekend and we were having a great time, but the entire time I'm like checking my phone, interacting with everybody in Discord. I see them in the voice chat. I'm jealous. I go out on the porch. I have a cigarette so that I can get away from my in real life friends and talk to my internet friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like this seems like it's a problem, but maybe it's not. I don't know.
This is fascinating. I like thinking about this kind of stuff because I've had people call in to tell me about like things like this, and I'm always in my head. I want maybe agnostic about like our online friends and the interactions that you have online and this Discord community and whatnot. Is that just as legitimate, and however you would define legitimate, as like real friendships? I don't know.
I mean,
I go back and forth.
I think it is. I do. I really do. And I'll tell you why. A friend of mine's his cousin just got married. She literally made all of her friends making animated music videos, AMVs, like an AMVs,
yeah.
AMVs, and going to anime conventions. And that was every single person at the wedding, and they're all best friends 15 years later.
Wow, that's pretty.
So
cool.
I'm like, I just am like, the only time I think it's bad, Patty, is if your real friendships are more one-to-one. Like the only way I could see it would be bad is that real friendships sometimes can demand more emotionally out of other people. And if the reason you're avoiding those friendships is because you don't want that part of friendship and you want the easier version of it online, that to me is an avoidance tactic. But like, I've also had internet friendships with people I know online that are just as like emotionally salient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess
definitely.
it's sort of. I guess it's the. Actually, go ahead.
Go ahead,
I wanna
Patty,
hear what
yeah.
you said.
No, I was just like, I feel like Discord has been a really great thing for me because my roommate has moved out, this past summer, and I'm living alone for the first time in a long time. So it feels like I'm not like doing nothing when I come home. So that's really good. But it's also kind of like ruining my life because I live on the East Coast, and a lot of the people that I communicate with are like, in the Midwest or on the West Coast. So it's like I'm staying up so fucking late to like hang and like talk to people. But I do have a friend, the friend that I like helped move out that was living with me before. She's also like a part of the community. And, we've kind of gone back and forth before and been like, should we take a break from this? Like, we're spending a lot of time with these people. Like, do we really know them? Because it's like, I don't know. I understand how you both are like, have maybe met people and had legitimate relationships with them, but they're also just like, it's not like I'm getting deep with these people necessarily. We just kind of like to shoot the shit and like talk about comedy or like smoothies. You know what I mean? Like,
when you say you're not getting deep with these people, you're talking about the real life people, right?
I think she's talking about the Discord.
No, the Discord people. Like, we're not like, we haven't like told each other any personal background information, at least that
now the real life people at the bar who you're going outside to smoke a cigarette to avoid. How would you describe your relationship with them?
I think that I think we have solid relationships. I think that like, it's mainly, I've lived in the same town for a long time, so it's like the people I've known since I was a child. So I feel very like, confident in those relationships, and I feel like they're very solid. And I talk to them about my Discord friends, and I'm always trying to get them to join the Discord, but they're like, that's fucking weird. I don't want to do that. So.
Especially doing that, I'm like, yeah, dude, my friend, the same friend I was talking about, I'd go outside to fucking look at my phone. I've hung out with that guy enough fucking times in my life. Hundreds and hundreds and thousands of hours with the same people, and these are my dearest friends. Sometimes there's stuff on your phone that's I've heard it, dude. I've heard this shit before, I love him to death, but goddamn, That makes, honestly, Patty, the fact that you're talking about like lifelong friends and like it's not like you're giving up a new relationship to go out and talk to people on Discord, like that feels different to me. If it was like I think it's only the internet is how is it a bad when it's an avoidance tactic for the real world? But the internet is the real world. I believe that it's here. We're in it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. The internet is the real world.
Yeah, and people that are interacting with people online a lot. I mean, both of you are constantly talking to, of course you're not like developing relationships with these people or talking to them maybe, I don't know. Luke, you have a lot of people calling in on a regular basis, and I feel like maybe, I don't know if you do, Lyle, but I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting to think about.
Yeah, totally. Like, I think about my show has a lot of like regular callers on it, and I'm like, man, I've talked to some of the people who call on the show so much. I'm like, there's no way it couldn't be a relationship by the defining factors being, I know about you, you know about me, we have a shared experience. Like, I don't know. Does that happen to you, or you don't have a lot?
I've thought about so I don't have a lot of return callers. I don't like to. I usually I like to try to talk to new people every show. The way I've thought about like in terms of like my personal connection with the people I'm talking to, I think about it like this: like when whether it's like at a live show or on the phone or something, I'm like, when I'm talking to you, in the moment that I'm talking to you for those 20 minutes,
totally,
I'm with you.
I'm
looking you in the, if we're together, I'm looking you in the eyes. I'm feeling everything you're saying. I'm with you in that moment. I feel very connected in that moment. And then after that moment, I don't promise or think about anything other than that moment. But I try to promise that moment.
Then you break eye contact and you go. And kind of just like,
every time.
All right.
That was weird.
As soon as you get off the call, so that was fucking insane what they just said, right, guys? How crazy was that one?
I just talk a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but they don't know it somehow. Anyway, I don't know, Patty. I don't think it's like, I think a classic thing is if it's I mean, is someone who like I had internet friends, like I had friends like from video game forums when I was in like middle school that I was like I would talk to them every single day, and it was like for me it was great because I had friends at school, but they were all kids who like didn't like video games, you know, so. It was this outlet of like a like-minded place, and it seems like maybe that's what you're getting from this community is like people with shared interests, right? So like,
yeah,
I don't know,
and I feel like I didn't have that experience necessarily as like an adolescent person. Like I didn't like have online friends in middle school, so the fact that it's now happening in my 30s, I'm kind of like, am I regressing? Like, am I becoming less of like a social being because I'm doing all my socializing on the internet instead of like in real? I mean, I am still going out with my friends, but not as like consistently as I maybe once was.
Do you
like,
desire to go out and make more friends? Like, what do you want when you look deep into your lungs, into your heart?
I mean, as far as like people that I'm physically seeing on like a week to week basis, like I think I'm good with the friends that I have, and I don't know, and I also just like a homebody. Like I don't want to go anywhere, so if I can just hang out at the house and talk to people, I'm cool with that.
Dude, if that's your DNA, then fucking inject that Discord right into your veins.
It seems like that's fucking awesome that you get to be alive at a time where you can literally have those things from the comfort of your home. And I will say, as someone who's also in his 30s, turned 30 this year, something switched in me, dude, where I'm like, I don't need any more friends. I'll meet people. Sure. Lyle, I'd love to get to know you, man. But I'm full, you know, I don't need, like, I've got the guys that I know and the women who I've known for years and years and years and years. And I love them to death. And like, I want to meet people, but I'm like, in terms of close friendships, it's like, I don't know. How many can you have?
Well, it's true. There's that, and then it's as life gets more complicated, especially if you have like a significant other especially if you have kids or something like that. It's like there's a finite amount of time.
Yeah.
Then you got to be more.
Definitely.
You have to scrutinize that time a little bit.
I think that like Patty, given the circumstances you've described, it seems like pretty natural that you would be drawn to Discord and like. Yeah, I think the only problem is I think what you said, Lyle, about video games really applies here, where it's it's the shame thing. Like, do you feel shame when you do it? Are you getting off and you're feeling this deep sense of shame? Because then that's the problem, you know? And I'm not saying that means one way it is or isn't bad, but like, I think about in my life the things I felt shame for, and that I've been like, okay, I had to take a break. And then like, I come back to it or whatever it is. But it's sort of just, it's more whether or not it's good or bad, it's only about your relationship with it, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, like I know my own limitations to this thing, and I don't think I'm not like canceling plans to be like, no, I got to be on Discord tonight, so, you know, I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I'm about to start canceling plans to play Red Dead Redemption 2.
I mean, come on, man. That's one of the best games ever made. It's going to feel real. You know that, right? It's going to feel like you're really in the horse people world.
I played it for an hour, and afterwards I was like, where the fuck am I?
I know.
Yeah.
Is it the cowboy? Is it the cowboy game?
It's the cowboy game.
Arthur Morgan. God, you don't even... You're in for a
There's a great
treat.
There's a great episode of, I think it is Joe Parra talks with you about that game. Maybe not that game, but... I think it's that game.
What? I don't know.
Really? That would be crazy to me if there's an episode of where he plays Red Dead Redemption 2.
I don't think there. I have.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
I know I've seen every episode.
It's definitely a cowboy. It's definitely a cowboy game. He's talking to somebody that narrates the cowboy on the game.
Oh! I think my friend was. Is this an episode of his podcast?
Yeah.
Yes, I also know. It's that he interviewed on his podcast the guy who voices Arthur Morgan.
Wait, he did?
Too. Yes,
wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
He's like, that guy's like a working actor. He's just like a dude around. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
It would be so funny if an episode of the show about like Midwestern ISIS, a whole episode he just played Red Dead Redemption 2. Patty, it's been truly a pleasure to talk to you. It's been too long.
Yes, definitely. And to answer your previous question, I went to Burger King probably 6 months ago to get ice cream. So that's the answer to that.
Nice. You should really try the BK Royal wrap. I think you'd really enjoy it.
Hey, man, save some of that self-control for the rest of us, will you?
Hey, I've gone to plenty of other fast food places, so don't, I'm not perfect by any means. But anyway, I'll let y'all get to other callers. It's great talking to both of you. Y'all have a lovely night.
Have a good night, Patty. Thank you.
Thank you, Patty.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why do you have 2 soundboards?
It's 2 answers.
Yeah.
The first
one
one,
per soundboard.
The first one, 1 per soundboard. God, I wish I had fucking effects. So this one does the mics, and this one controls the volume of the callers. Now,
there we go.
Is there a way to make that happen on one soundboard? I have no idea. So what I did is I bought a second soundboard and I plugged it in because I knew how to do that.
And that's the deck thing where you
the Stream Deck.
Stream Deck.
And then this is how I can pick up the calls. And I can also...
Oh, you mapped a button to pick up the calls?
I mapped a button.
You mapped... That's so... I'm like... You know what I do? I fucking take my glove off and then use the trackpad of my MacBook.
But this is like it's like we were having a discussion before we went on about how I became obsessed with getting rid of headphones on the stream.
Yeah.
It's like those are the things that's my weird stuff, What's wrong with using the trackpad? That's what I'm saying, brother.
I have so many. This is how I live most of my life.
Right.
If something is if something's workable,
sure,
and it wouldn't radically change my life to optimize it,
right?
I totally won't. I had the bottom part of my shoe came apart. You know what I'm talking?
Yeah.
I just walked around like that for a month because I was like, it's not going to change my life to fit. And then it eventually got to a point where it was.
But it kind of will too, because when your shoes are like that, it kind of hurts your feet too.
It's not. I don't know if it's a good way to live, but it's how I'm wired in a weird way. So like with the trackpad, it's the same deal of like
it works.
It works.
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about how the production of my stream. But
yeah.
But then I come here and I'm like, oh, this would be cool if if everything was like, I wish I could do like the Jamie let me pull that up.
Let me pull that of Rogan.
I can't. Every time I try to, it's like somebody will call in and they have a rap song or some shit, and then they'll send it to me, and I look like a boomer being how do I put this on the thing? Yeah.
I've been wanting that is to because people say, especially when you're on Twitch, people send you links and shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, some people on Twitch are pulling stuff up. They have the stock market on one, the weather.
But then it's like, you know what? Then go, you know what I say? Yeah. Then go watch their stream.
Then go watch. That's how I fucking feel.
Because we're doing fucking calls here.
We're doing fucking calls.
There's plenty of places to see things where guys are watching fucking YouTube videos, and that's not this show, and that's not your show. God bless you.
Yeah.
God bless you. All right.
I'm not a big reacting.
No, it's the same thing with the video game.
There's these people, I don't know how they get away with it, where they, I saw some guy, he posted all of Uncut Gems on YouTube. Just with like that in the bottom right corner. I'm like, how the fuck can you get away with this?
This is crazy. Maybe it's an age thing too, but it's a type of thing where I've never really understood it. Like, I would never want to watch Uncut Gems, and the guy's like, Dan, that's crazy. The Weeknd is in it. And he's just saying comment. It's it's not like Mystery Science Theater. It's just him just saying shit that's like like the same thing with the video games. You're like, ooh, that kill was crazy.
It's the same thing with the video games. That's why when I'm streaming the video games, I'm like, I'm not doing anything.
I don't get it. All right, let's take another call. So I usually go 2 hours, but how
long have we been going so far?
Let's see. I can fucking look. 1 hour 40.
Oh yeah, let's take another call.
Okay, great.
We can get 2 hours.
Let's do a solid 2. Let's get this boy some fast food. Hello, caller. You're on the air, if you can believe it. Nathan.
Oh, he's from Melbourne.
Nathan.
Feeling flat, but have a big. I can't do it.
Feeling flat, have a big fun gig tonight. Is that good?
That was when you said tonight. That was
tonight. Feeling flat, but I'll have a big fun gig tonight, and need advice for pumping myself up heaps.
Feeling flat for tonight.
Can I get a flat white?
He's not even fucking here.
Yeah, he's not even. Nathan, you've been in the queue for a really long time, and you should have been listening. All 55 minutes, he should have been had his fucking ear up to the phone.
You know what's funny is this rare. Most of the time, like I'll pick up a caller who's been on for 55 minutes, and they'll just be like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Damn, you motherfuckers been waiting by his phone for 55 minutes."
I wonder if it's too because like we're also having a conversation or something that they're like, well, I don't know, like they could just still be talking to each other, you know? They're just doing an Australian accent.
Who's this? Yeah, there.
All right, here we go. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
He fucking changed it.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
This is Egg Fork.
Egg Fork, what's up, dog?
What's up?
How are you, man?
I just replayed Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare.
Dude, me too.
Wow.
So that was my plan. I was like, I'm gonna play I played Red Dead on the Switch, and then I played the Undead Nightmare, and I've played the first hour of Red Dead 2, and I've had a hard on all day thinking about.
I never even played Red Dead 2.
You should play it, man. If you like Red Dead 1, I'm telling you, dude, Red Dead 2 is going to make you go fucking insane because it's like, what if the game was way better?
Yeah.
Yup.
Have you played Undead Nightmare?
I did back in the day.
All right, we're going to go inside baseball on
please.
Undead Nightmare. A couple things. It's so, in Undead Nightmare, you can only kill a zombie by well, there's a few different ways, but if you just shoot them in the chest a lot, it doesn't work. You have to shoot them in the head, right?
Yeah, or off topic, but
yeah. No, if you have something better to talk about, please.
He literally didn't want to talk about it.
BioShock Infinite is the best BioShock game.
What'd you say?
BioShock Infinite is the best BioShock game.
Okay, that's more on topic than I thought it was. I thought he was going to talk about.
I thought he was. Let's talk about like it. Really, the silence after you said that loud was like palpable.
Yeah,
like because I honestly don't remember that, so I didn't have anything. And then Egg Fork.
I thought he was going to talk about like the Middle East or something. Another video game.
I think BioShock Infinite is a better game, but I think the story of BioShock 1 is better.
The story, okay. BioShock Infinite, better gameplay, of course.
2.
But the world of BioShock 2 is awesome.
I actually never played. Is that the one where you play as a Big Daddy?
Yeah.
To me, it was always like that one wasn't made by the right people. Blah blah.
It didn't have the guy Ken Levine.
The crazy
games,
ass white boy himself.
But the world of Rapture is sick. All the BioShock games are awesome.
Yeah.
What about you ever play Fusion Frenzy on the very first Xbox?
Dude, you said Fusion Frenzy. Yes, I used to play that at my friend Alex Steinwald's house every single fucking weekend. It was literally like, do you know what it is?
I have no idea
it was on the original Xbox. It was like Mario Party, but it was like early 2000s sort of street aesthetic. So it was Mario Party, but you were like cool little graffiti artist guys. It's a blast.
Is it like Jet Set Radio?
Yes, but if the graphics were way less cool, and it more looked like shitty Xbox One graphics and not like stylized, cool like Dreamcast graphics.
Oh, cool. Okay, I gotta check that out.
Egg Fork, I'm really happy you brought up Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah.
That's a cool laugh.
Jack Spicy Chicken at Jack in the Box is too hot. It's the worst fast food item.
Wait. Please say that again.
Jack's Spicy Chicken is the worst fast food item from Jack in the Box.
I've never had a spicy chicken.
The spicy chicken at Wendy's is pretty good. At the end of the day,
Wendy's does spicy chicken right.
At the end of the day, I mean, isn't this what we really all want to be talking about, folks?
Just video games
and fast food.
It kind of is.
This is like it's just wild as this thing where here's all these people's problems. Why don't you just call in and for once tell them just fucking this chicken? It's Jack in the Box is too spicy. He might want to hear that for once.
It's funny because I do feel like I end up talking about like emotional things a lot, which I like,
of course,
doing. But
sometimes. You want to talk about Jack?
When I'm not doing that, I'm thinking about. Well, when I'm not doing that, I'm freaking out about life in general. But when I eat a lot of fast food, and recently I've been
playing video games.
Playing a lot of video games.
Egg Fork, is gone. He hung up on that.
He
All right,
actually is.
Nathan, I see you in the queue. I'm gonna go up to the computer and just put Nathan on.
Yeah. Yeah, let's end with a legitimate problem instead of the spicy. Yeah. Have you ever had an Australian caller person?
Nathan, you're on.
Nathan.
Wonderful. Can you hear me?
Yes, Nathan.
Yes,
How are
Nathan.
you?
Yes. Oh, I was like in the middle of talking, and then I just got this weird noise, and it was all over. I was very sad.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, well, I think it must have just been done the queue too long or something. What's up, dude? You have a big gig tonight?
That's right. There's a big band in town. They do this like special gig, which they've never actually done before. They like release this Eras tour, or like this Eras like set where they go through like 10 years of music, and they do it over like 4 hours.
Wow.
And it's kind of an iconic thing, and they punctuate it with like news throughout, and then put like house beat to it. And anyway, it's all sold out.
Diaper to this one.
4 hours.
It's fucking cool, like really good time. But like we've just sort of hit a heat wave here today, and suddenly I'm feeling warm. I'm feeling real sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm suddenly not feeling the vibe, and it's on in a couple of hours. And I wanted your advice on what should I do to get myself G'd up for this concert.
What's the venue?
It's actually at a race course.
Oh, okay.
That sounds cool.
I did a show in Melbourne at a place called Corner Hotel.
I was there. Me and my friend went. It was so cool to see. My friend had no idea who you were, and he had an awesome time.
Wow.
Wait, you were at my show?
Yeah, I was at your show. Yeah.
Oh, fucking sick. Oh, damn. That's sick. Yeah, that place looks
Yeah,
like
it was really,
to
really great.
see like a. Have you ever seen a rock? Like you ever like do a show or something at like a punk place?
Brother, I've done comedy at so many rock clubs, and I gotta tell you, a lot of time, probably different for you. I got my experience, something that doesn't often go well.
But well, it's funny, right? Because you're up there and you're like, when you're up there, you're like, God, I wish I was in a band.
Yeah. You're like, I mean, like, how cool would that? I think that often.
It'd
wish
be
I was
so much more.
Nathan,
I
I
would
wish
say how much more fun it would be to be in a
instead
band.
of fucking telling jokes. Jesus fucking Christ. But Nathan, wait.
Yeah.
So okay, is it like there's a ton of people on stage, or what's the vibe of the show you're doing?
Vibe of the show is there's two guys on stage. They're called, Flight Facilities is their name. And so they dress up in aviation gear, like from the 18th or like 1920s. So they've all got like leather caps on and like flying goggles, and they're just like phenomenal DJs. So it's like, disco house, funk house music,
Gotcha.
and just throw in all sorts of tracks throughout. But it's a good time.
Wait, so your problem is that you're cold?
He's warm.
Oh.
No. My problem is that I'm like sleepy. Like I'm not excited right now. Like I'm kind of a little low energy.
There's probably a guy standing outside of the venue who has a few things.
There's definitely some things you could do, especially given you said it's house music DJs. Wait, I thought you were playing the gig. No.
Sorry. No, I'm attending. Sorry. I think that's just coming down to like how
get fucked
Australians
up, even though
talk.
he's tired.
I don't know, man. Drinking energy drink. Welcome, Raiders.
To further complicate it, okay. If that's too simple, perhaps I need some assistance in this realm. Tomorrow is a friend's bucks party or a stag. Is that the same
like a group
phrase that you?
Party?
Yeah. That's the same thing. And that's going from like 11 a.m. until like probably 3 a.m. the next day. So energy is going to be a bit of a situation in terms of like how do I continue and stay high energy for
this is tomorrow,
what is essentially
11 a.m. to 3 a.m. party.
Yeah, well, not necessarily a party. We're doing a whole bunch of different things, but there's also like an Oktoberfest thing mixed in. There's an escape room. There's karaoke. There's a whole bunch of things.
That's too many activities. You guys should take out an activity, but that's not the conversation we're having. Do they have an energy drink called Ghost in Australia?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think so.
Ghost?
This is one of the most powerful elixirs that modern science has created. You ever had a Ghost?
Witchcraft. I've never had a Ghost,
So,
but I see
you've seen them.
they have like Sonic flavored ones, right?
They are. I would say they're the most in a world of fucked up energy drinks. The flavors of Ghost that I've had are Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, and Warheads and Skittles. And taste in it's not, it doesn't well. It doesn't taste exactly good, but it does taste like those things. and it really, you drink one of those and you really, it's a level of caffeine and energy that you're not getting from other products.
I love things like that that taste like the thing they advertise that they are. I've never had. Maybe I've had a fucking one of the Skittles. I see them all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had them.
They really fuck you up. Do you like energy drinks, Nathan?
No, not at all. No.
Not at all. Do you like caffeine?
I'm willing to try whatever. Like that, I can get on board for this situation. I had a follow-up question to do with that energy drink.
Yeah.
What did you say it was called?
Ghost.
What fast food restaurant would it most suit to be a part of, like something that they sold? Just tying into your previous conversation, what branding of like fast food in the US do you think that it would most suit for them to sell it, like that restaurant?
Oh, like what like if Ghost was gonna do a collab, with a major fast food restaurant,
probably Sonic.
Taco Bell. I was Taco
one of the
Bell. I could see them doing like a Ghost freeze.
It certainly wouldn't be Hungry Jack's, would it, Nathan?
Hey,
you know what I'm talking
there he
about.
is.
I know about Hungry Jack's.
That's what we sell our Whoppers.
Hungry Jack's.
I
was so.
Did you go to one?
Yeah, I went there a lot.
It's the same as Burger King, right?
They have. I would say they have a few like.
Okay.
Right, but it's mainly it's Burger King.
Okay, all right.
But like in the same way that like Burger King abroad is always going to have some kind of thing.
Yeah, of course.
But I was disappointed because I saw people talking about Hungry Jack's. I knew Hungry Jack's was a thing, and I was excited because I was like, "Oh, cool! I'm going to get to try like this new Australian like fast food restaurant." Fucking Burger King.
It's fucking Burger King. They just had to call it Hungry Jack's.
I actually had a Whopper for the first time at Hungry Jack's before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nathan,
well, do you know why it's called Hungry Jack's?
No, it was like a trademark thing, right?
Yeah, there was some dude that just had a tiny like burger stand that was called Burger King, and Burger King was moving internationally, and he's like, "Nah, I own it here." And they were like, "Well, fuck," and they had to come up with their own.
I used to remember hearing about this. Apparently, Burger King offered this guy like a lot of money.
Why?
And the guy was like, "This is I'm going to make way more with my Burger King stand." And
can't imagine.
I have no idea where it is or like who he is.
And now,
it was a bad gamble.
Fucking supreme. To answer your question, I mean, I think a Taco Bell. I'll just flip it to you. Is there any like specific fast food in Australia that we should know about that we don't know about?
Oh, that's a good question. Look, I don't think so. I think we often import a lot of our fast food, but you guys were talking about bodegas and things.
Right.
What we have here are kebab shops. So that's more of like what you'll see across Europe and things. Like late night, the late night food is very much like, kebabs.
Yeah,
or like,
you know what I had my
doner kebab, doner meat, lamb and whatnot, like in a wrap.
7-Elevens in Australia are way better than the ones they have.
Pretty much everywhere else in the world, 7-Elevens are awesome.
It's dude, 7-Eleven is only shitty here.
7-Eleven in Norway had literally fresh made sandwiches in it, like just stacks of them. It was great.
In Europe, 7-Elevens are fucking so good. Yeah. You ever been to the Hawaii 7-Eleven?
No,
never been Hawaii. They have like really good. They have like Hawaiian fucking food there. I don't know why it's only shitty.
I don't know. You know what I've heard? This is Nathan. I think you'll find this interesting.
Nathan, it all comes back.
And this is what's great is that at the end of the day, actually, this is a show about fast food, and it's about calling in to talk about fast food. This is what I've heard about, like, because people will say, I know this is true with McDonald's, and I feel like it must be true with all of them. Is that McDonald's also a place other countries have crazier stuff. It tastes way better.
Yeah.
And the reason we don't get those is because the American market is so unwilling to wait longer for food, and all of those things take longer. So the reason that's why they are very choosy, and we don't get things like sweet potato fries, anything specialty, because they on average take longer than the classics at McDonald's.
When I would eat like fast food in Europe or Australia or something like that, I don't remember it taking. I was fairly fast, I think.
I know, and I think it's, but there's a lot, Nathan, I think you'll agree, there's a lot to love about this country, and if there's one thing that all Americans want is they want it now, and they want it fast, and they want it cheap.
Here's my big Australian food, a mince meat pie with tomato sauce. And I just learned apparently tomato sauce and ketchup are not the same thing. Nathan?
I think you're splitting hairs. I think it comes down to like how much actual tomato is in it.
I remember tomato sauce a little bit sweeter, I think.
Oh, you mean specifically to Australia. Like you in general understand that those are different things. You mean in Australia those are kind of similar.
In Australia, when I would have a mince pie with tomato sauce and it marinara sauce is different.
It was not. This was like a ketchup-y.
This was more ketchup-y than marinara.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was.
We also don't have anything that we call ketchup here. Like we obviously get imported culture from the US and whatnot, and everyone understands what ketchup is, but no one says that here. So there's got to be some crossover where we are just in some instances having identical ketchup that we're just calling tomato sauce, but. Yeah, it's a meat pie is something that is just phenomenal in so many different settings. It's very much like a cultural thing with football here. Like if you go and see sports, you go and get a meat pie.
Yeah, I've seen Australian football too. My dad used to watch a lot of that. I have no idea why, but he watched a lot of the specific Australian football.
Oh yeah, so I'm a commissioner of our tipping league for an AFL tipping comp, I suppose. And where I live, the suburb that I'm in won the grand final. So we had a big trophy made and we had it sealed so we could drink out of it. And people were like, we were able to get bartenders to make cocktails in the cup itself, which was like, I don't know, could fit about a liter of booze. And the night ended at like 7 a.m. So it's a lot of fun. Like every bar and club would just let us bring the cup in and just start like drink because everyone was celebrating.
I love that. That's why I'm not a big sports guy, I have to say.
Yeah,
but that's the time where I'm like, I really wish I was into sports because I really wish I could be there when there was the big win and everybody drank out of the trophy. Yeah. I've always wanted to do that, Nathan. That really is like, it seems like such an incredible. But wait, what were you? You're the. I kind of lost you on the terms. You guys have like you play Australian football, or it's like you do a fantasy league.
What's tipping?
It's in between. So I think in the US you call them a pick'em pool. Essentially, all you have to do is. What was that? Sorry.
Oh, I think you're talking to two guys that like video games and fast food and don't really know as much about stuff like pick'em pools.
Not a problem. It's very, very simple. It's literally just here are all the games this week, of which there's normally 9 in Australian football, and you just need to pick out of those 9 games who will win each one, and then you just click submit, and then there's a leaderboard, and it goes for the entire season.
Gotcha.
And the beautiful thing about
some of those silly Australian dollars in on this
dollary dues.
Everyone puts money in at the start, like to play for the whole season. Everyone pays like $30, and it ends up being like $200 if you win, and then that person only spends it on booze on everyone else for that.
That's
like
fun.
That evening.
Plus the currency exchange rate.
Fucks us or fucks him?
I think US dollars. If you take US dollars to Australia, it's worth more.
So we're set.
I want to say an Australian dollar is worth 62% of a American dollar, something like that.
Wow.
I think you're very close. I think our cost of living we're paid more on average, like than people in the US in terms of like minimum wage. Our minimum wage is much higher, so things are sort of more affordable for us.
Right.
But our dollar's worth less if we go overseas.
Right.
Or go to the US specifically.
I've heard that it's like, and you also it's very easy to get time off to travel too as an Australian. That's sort of like part of the culture.
Legally, you have to have 4 weeks a year, no matter what organization you work in, if you work full time. And then there's a number of organizations that will give you more than that.
That's so insane. Yeah, but
so you have to. And if you don't use it and you leave the company, they have to pay you for it.
Huh? Sorry, what'd you say?
Sorry, I missed you as well. You go. What did you say?
Oh, I said, but our McDonald's comes way faster than your McDonald's.
And that's the trade-off that you're going to get. Yeah, exactly. So it's a win. It's a win-lose both ways.
And you guys don't have the Big Bang Theory, and we do. We made it. We did. You just have to watch our Big Bang Theory.
we get second-hand Bazinga.
Exactly.
Second-hand Bazinga.
I got second-hand Bazinga. Okay, so let's get back to the matter at hand. The music festival.
Very good.
I you know how I'd love for this call to end is for Nathan to be like, you know what? You guys actually really energized me with your good vibes from this conversation. So now I'm feeling all pumped up and excited to go to this concert. Do you feel that way, Nathan? Do you feel energized by? Do you feel socially energized by this warm up? Socialization.
Look, I think I do. Look, you may be leading the witness a little bit, but I'm happy to play into that.
That's
yeah. I'm feeling up. I'm feeling better. It's nice to talk to two friendly folks and exchange, our culture via this call. So yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling inspired, and I'm ready to dance for a number of hours. So yeah, thank you guys. I think it's been very, very successful.
Incredible, Nathan. Thank you so much for calling in. And that's why we do it, folks.
Bye, Nathan.
And that's why we do it,
You
folks.
talk to a couple cool guys, you snort some Adderall, you go out and party for forever.
It's not that hard.
Not that hard.
He's such a good actor. I don't think that was acting. I think he was legitimately such a good actor. How dare you, Post Bunny? How dare you? All right, folks. I mean, that's the pod, isn't it?
We did
That's the show.
Thanks for having me. This was fun. I liked these chairs are way more. They're better than mine.
This is the biggest sight unseen purchase. I got these from Wayfair. I love these chairs.
Look at this shit. I can't. You know what? My chair. The thing is with my show, I'm like. So it would ruin it for me if I could swivel away.
You always look at the camera. It's something I've noticed about you. I get it. I like it.
I guess I don't have any that's the closest I could be to making eye contact.
Right.
With the person
I mean, I think it's wonderful.
Thanks, man.
It's great to have you on, man.
Yeah.
It's been a while. We did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we first met digitally like 2 years.
I know. And now you're leaving or.
I'm leaving. No, it's a bummer. It's I'm leaving.
We could have. Maybe I could have made room for just one more friend.
I was thinking that we could have been. We could have. We have a lot in common.
I guess not, man. Yep. All right.
You're an East Coast boy.
I'm an East Coast boy. Yeah, I'll come home. I mean, Lyle, I'm gonna find someone to raid up on this bitch. But I mean, do you have anything to plug? I mean, certainly, if you don't know him already, this guy does some incredible stuff.
Yeah, I have a podcast. It's called Therapy Gecko. Go check it out. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere. Who's live? Who are we raiding?
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's see.
The thing is when I do it this late, I don't know.
Let's see. You want to raid Let's see.
Like.
You want to raid Minecraft, and he goes, "Yo." You know the rules, and so do I.
All right, here's someone called Koopa Troopa Gaming.
How many viewers does he have?
He's got 13 viewers.
Okay, let's give him some more. A full commitment's what I.
Everybody said Koopa Trooper Gaming your love. Hold on. And folks, I'll say if you've never watched, I'm gonna come to the mic. Hold on.
A full okay, I love Therapy Gecko now. Gotta go sub. Well, thanks, Post Bunny. Yeah, check out the podcast. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere that there are podcasts.
Yeah, folks. And folks, if you've never seen this shit before, it's Chat Havers. We do it all the fucking time. I do this shit 4 nights a week. I have on funny comedians, and you're sort of a comedian. What do you do?
I don't really know.
You're an entertainer.
I'm a gecko.
We have geckos. We have comedians on. We do this shit all the time. So, have some fun. Let's raid Koopa Troopa Gaming. He's playing Minecraft, and he's living his damn fucking best life.